You ready?
Born ready? Yeah.
Rich Zelinka in the building.
Yeah, boy.
How's life?
It's good, it's been tough working on my Megaramp a lot now. Yeah, now in
Not
UK
a bad
talking
place to
you.
start. How is it? How is the Mega?
Phew, it's been a long time. It's been like 4 months probably, like building. I built it with my friend, so it been only me and him on the whole thing. 70 meters like wood and then kickers, so you can see it's loads of work. And now it's finally done. The back came. I had the landing as like if you seen Ryan Williams has the square one. I had that one too, and now finally my landing, which I got sponsors on, came. So I'm
That's
really
sick.
gassed.
Why did it start? Why did you want to build one?
Cause Megaramp is nowhere. You cannot ride Megaramps anytime, and I used to do loads of shows. So every time I go on show and I ride Mega, I always learn something new, like triple flips in 4 tries or something straight to resi. So I'm like, I should build it. I should be riding it more and practice for Nitro War games and stuff. And
So that's what it's for. It's for Nitro.
Yeah.
It's so you can finally dethrone our Willie.
Yeah. Willie, it's gonna be hard, mate.
No, it's sick though. You got plenty of time to practice though.
Yeah, but the shit is now that from now it's like starting to be cold, so it's in May, so I might have like 1 month or 2 months before. So
yeah, I guess so.
But through the winter I'm not gonna be able to ride it, but after I still have for sure like a month or something.
And what's it like in the Nitro contests? Because you wanted to ride that ramp for ages.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, last time I finally got there, I got invited even 2 years ago, but I couldn't make it because of school. But last time I was there, it's basically like 4 jumps and 2 of them counts. So you have 4 tries to land 2 of your best tricks and they both count.
And what's the judging like? Because I've heard different things. Like, I heard that basically you have to tell the judges first exactly what trick you're going to do.
Yeah.
And then they decide what score it's going to be if you land it.
Yeah.
And then if you change it even slightly, it just fucks you up.
Yeah, exactly. I think it just not fucks you up if you like add. But if you put less, then for sure you get like less scores.
So if you're like, I'll do 720 fronty bar.
Yeah.
And they think, okay, that's going to score, I don't know. What do they score you out of?
I think
it's like 10 each, isn't it? It's out of 30 or something.
Yeah, I think so. They should score like most tricks at the most, So if you do like a 1080 Fernie, it's like four tricks, right? So you have free spins and front flip. So it should be 4 tricks, but when you do like 720 Fernie, it's like bar spin there. So that's 1, 2, that's 4, 2. So that's can be pretty same, but if you do like one more in that 720 Fernie, like not a bar spin, then it should be more, I think.
Oh, so they count how many tricks you do as well?
Yeah, and then they count as well, like tail whips are easier and bar spins are harder in the spins because like you can do 10 tail whips like, on the Mega, but you cannot do like 10 bar spins. So
yeah, I guess so. And do you think that's a good system? That judging system?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I don't think it could work any other way on the Mega because I think you just have to count the tricks because...
I guess so. And how did it go last year?
Yeah, it was perfect.
You got third?
I got third. I had no practice at all on that ramp. I did many shows, but the ramps are different. This one was like way bigger, so it shoots you more up and you have more time, so it all came up so nice. I had luckily like a training 1 week before in London, so I rode for like 3 hours the Mega. I managed to land like in that session like 6 word first or something in like cash rolls and 720 Fernies and stuff. It was in my was it
Sig deck video.
Yeah, Sig deck.
Yeah. But what's mad about that ramp is it's probably like one of the biggest jumps in terms of difficulty to ride it. A lot of people don't get to ride that ramp ever. Yeah. And then a contest comes up that they're giving away like $40,000 or something in prize money. And then they go, all right, guys, you've got 3 hours to practice for the first time ever.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And it makes a bit like how Worlds was this year with this park being hard to ride. It means like it sorts the men from the boys quite a lot. So like you and Rumer, who didn't get any practice before this practice, like you didn't have a ramp to ride really. Yeah. You had a bit of a Mega, but like it was sick to watch like you and Rumer just turn up and just Rumet's like, oh, I'll just try a 1080 fronty or whatever, and he just gets it because he's a machine. But and it was pretty close though, I think, between like Ryan, who rides it all the time, and you and Rumet. Yeah. Because you and Rumet must have been like 0.2 points or something.
The top 3 places were like just points, not even points. Yeah. was big. Yeah, but like I even seen a roommate show me before we turns up there. He showed me that he were trying like tricks to the foam pit. Like in Estonia, it's very big foam pit, so you can be kind of like trying tricks what you want. Even I was trying like the 720 fronty whip bar into like one of biggest foam pit in Czech, but that hole got burned down now, so there's nothing anymore now. But before last year, I did even so you could be even trying like bigger jump, but still there is like 5 more meters or even more, but you can a little bit get into it. And
Yeah, so what's it like then? What's the biggest difference? Obviously the size, but like the feeling of doing a trick between, let's say, a normal skate park, let's say Corby's big room,
yeah,
compared to hitting the Megaramp.
I would say the first thing is like you going down from like normally when it's a show or when it's a Nitro, they have rolling about like 12 meters high, and then you go like, I don't know what's the like the point, but you go way fast. You go probably like 60 kilometers per hour, I think, something like that. So in that tranny down there, it's always like really hard when you do this. But my Mega, I built it like a little bit because I had to use the downhill there, so I built it more like stable like this, so you don't even feel the like power down there, so that's easier on this one. But normally there is loads of power and people like their bars like moving and they can go sideways. It's deadly. We seen this happen. Like I know from Chris Ferris, Jaden Medezo or something, his name from Chris Ferris's town. It happened to him in like mobs, and then he hit the corner, and from that back, which has like 5-6 meters, he fell down.
Saw that.
Yeah, and he on his ass, he break his something. I don't know.
Everything probably from that height. So what do you do with that much time in the air? Because you know when Andrew first hit the Megaramp, must have been years ago. I don't know, maybe 2010 or so. I don't know what year it was, but we were all talking about it like, would you even hit it? And I was like, no chance. I mean, for me personally, I just did ice picks on quarter pipe, so I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I was in the air for that long. You got like 5 seconds in the air.
Yeah, true. Most of it, I don't even do like much straight jumps and stuff. I just do like the tricks. Why I know I'm doing it, you know. So like cash roll with like 4 bar spins is like there is like normal trick. It's like truck driver on normal box, you know, because it's like so much time. So you don't even need to spin that much, so you just spin a little bit and then you focus only on the bar spin, so you go like boom, 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 you know, it's so much time, so you can enjoy the thing and think about it and still can save it as well in that area like, sometimes.
So do you think you could take tricks that you've learnt on the Mega to a normal skate park?
I think so. I think you can learn nicely the tricks on the Mega because you're getting them because you have time, so you get them slowly, so you practice them, and then I think you can take them to the normal box as well.
So what have you got in mind then? Anything you've done on the Mega that you like? It's time to do on a normal box.
Even you were talking about it to me.
Double flips.
Double flips. Cause like always on Mega, I never bail them pretty much. I always land them like all the time so easily. But I think it's because you have the time, so you can really manage them. But I want to take it to the box probably. But it's like kind of like you have to do it fast and you don't enjoy it well. But I might do it.
Did you see the bail that Lewis did when he was learning double flip?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That sucked, because we were filming for like... we decided after ages of talking we were going to film like a really big video for Lewis. He's never really had one.
Yeah.
He had a Union video in like 2013 or something, but after that he never really had like a full edit. So we were like, let's do it. Went to Corby and he was doing double flips to Resi like a million times in a row. The Lewis Williams way, which is really high and really fast and controlled. And he did it loads and then went to the box at Corby. This was the first clip of the whole video, so we didn't film anything yet. He was like, I'm going to start a double flip. Did the first one. I don't know if you saw it, but like he landed and then like just looped out a little bit. Yeah. So he was like, I'll just under-rotate that next time. Yeah, a little bit. And then fucking nosedive, collarbone.
Even Bobby has the same, in it. Yeah.
So don't do that.
Yeah, I would for sure more rather been over-rotating. And I think like most of my attempts will be like landed or on the back wheel. I don't really fall on my front wheel always. It's more about like back wheel because I'm really scared of face planting. It's really
But I'm guessing you'd rather do double flips on like a big box. Like you wouldn't learn them to hook them on small things. Yeah. You'd just send it like really high ones. Like Bobby Rivas.
Yeah, but I feel like on smaller thing, you just hug most as you can and you know you're probably going to land on wheels. But on like bigger box, you still can overshoot so much or over-rotate so much or not rotate it as well. So I feel like on small stuff, then it's like a little bit easier too. But it's not that, good. You know, you cannot do fly out double flip in your round or something.
Yeah, but it would take you like 1 or 2 tries to get double flips.
Yeah,
and then,
I think so. Yeah.
And then because of your time on the Resi, you'd not on the Resi, on the Megaramp, you'd get them pretty like consistent straight away.
Yeah.
I reckon for you, you'd do it like 2 or 3 tries, and that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
It'd be
It's
sick.
just more in the mental and it's just to try it. But I reckon I could even do it first try probably, or in 3 tries, because I know the spin is just a little bit faster. I know where I am. I know to count. It's even good to count yourself.
So what was the triple flip like?
Yeah, triple flip was. I was at the ramp, and the ramp was so nice. I was double flipping like every try. So I even tried like double flip bar. I did that. Double flip whip. I did that. Double flip tuck. And I was like, fuck, it goes good. So I was like, should I try triple? So I went for a triple. I did like perfect. And the third one, I knew I'm going like, I shit my pants, right? Because it's like the first 3 times overhead. So
Yeah.
I take off, and luckily I always, when I know something is bad, I go for the shoulder. So I didn't face plant. I just fall on the shoulder and on the back and just slide off. So it was good. And then I had another tries, and I had 2 more tries that I land like on my front wheel a little bit. The second was like I literally land front wheel like this, and I face plant. It was still alright. And then I went like a little bit. And then there was Adolf Silva, if you know, it's MTB rider, even FMX, but not professional FMX, and he does like Rampage and all this stuff. So, and he did triples on recently, like before me, like a month or something, and he was there on the show, and he just told me
on a mountain bike.
Yeah, on a mountain bike, yeah. And he just tells me, yo, just count yourself, do like 1, 2, 3 and half. So I was like, what is he talking about? He just even said it before I tried it, and I was like, how I can count when I'm doing triple flips. And I was on the top for the 4th try, and I was like, I should try count, you know. It's just so close, and maybe I'll get it. So I'll go, and I'll go like 1, 2, 3 and half. In the half, you open yourself, and I land like perfect, not even to the knees, just like perfect. So I was like, damn, that's good, man.
I've always wondered what it looks like to do shit like that. Same as 720 or 1080 fronters or whatever. Like, what do you even see?
Nothing. It's just feeling more. Like the triple, it's like faster double, but it's you cannot see like 1, 2, 3. It's just like so quick.
You
know?
just feel yourself
you
rotate
feel
that
it,
many times.
Yeah.
So you're not looking at the floor counting it. You're counting how many times you feel sick in your head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I suppose like with a backflip to double backflip, that's a whole different level.
Yeah.
That you'd learn a backflip in a few weeks on a scooter, then you'd learn double flip 10 years later. So double flip to triple flip obviously is a new level, right?
Yeah.
What about a quad?
I recently tried it to the back, the flat one.
How many did you get? How many flips?
Our clothes died, dude. I did like, I could have had it on probably on like front wheel or on a wheels, but I opened myself, and I feel like for this one my scooter is too big. I cannot like, I'm so open there. I cannot get to the bars at the point when you're like this, so you spin so much. I was like there, and I was so open. I was so big, so I couldn't spin that much, you know. So I think if I want to do it again, I need to. Like the long deck is alright, but a little bit smaller bars for sure, so I can tuck better with it.
And do you think that's a trick that you just have to hook?
Yeah.
Rather than control? Like surely you don't count a quad
I don't
flip.
even know.
You just
I don't even
launch yourself.
Yeah, it's you just hug yourself most as you can backwards, and then just wait. I think it will be like one of the hardest tricks to land for sure.
Yeah,
it's hard to rotate them the 4 flips and go, and then like doing 4 flips and land on your wheels will be 4.
A bit like the 4 spins, like Rumet.
Yeah.
Right, with a 1440.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
like
the thing is,
that's
with
harder
him,
even, I think, 1480 than 4 flips, because you go straight on the 4 flips, you go side, so it's kind of the same.
I guess so. But I remember seeing all of his attempts that he did at 1440s, and he would like hook them, and the reason he bailed him is because he didn't like open up or anything.
Yeah.
He just hooked it and landed, but the momentum just sent him off.
Yeah.
And the one he did at Worlds, which was like first or second go, like he did it so perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I suppose it's similar. I've never done
Yeah.
more than a 540 or even one backflip, so I can't really comment. But I feel like they both face the same kind of issue.
Yeah.
Is that you're just spinning that fast in either direction.
Yeah.
By the time you hit the ramp, you're just fucked anyway because you've got so much momentum.
Yeah,
So, what else you been doing? You did Coalition.
Yeah.
You did Coalition.
Yeah, my first time ever. I was even invited last year, but I had the broken leg from last time from US, so I couldn't. I was already like walking and riding a little bit, but not to film proper street video.
Yeah.
It will literally kill me, so I couldn't make it last year. But
And
this year,
what happened with a broken leg?
yeah, broken leg in the US. First time in the US, and I was in Chris Ferris's house for like 5 days. Rode slow and all the skate parks, and then we went to Cali. And first day in Cali evening, I hit a street rail with like a kink in the end, and it just bounced me to the back, and I just like landed on my leg and just broke it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was more gutted than you were about you breaking your leg in America, because what a lot of people probably don't know is the reason you went there in the first place is because at Worlds the year before, do you remember it?
Yeah.
When I think you kind of, I don't know, you messed up, you run a bit of Worlds or something, so you were pretty mad about it, and then
on small stuff.
you didn't even want to do the best trick, and I was like, no, Rich, like, your mum's come to see it, you should do something for best trick.
Yeah.
And then you went, all right, fine, I'm going to fucking backflip whip off that. And it was like the biggest thing in the whole place. It was like, what is it, like a 5 meter wall into a quarter pipe or something? It was huge.
Probably it was like, I think it was like 3 meter high, but I landed like flat, so probably like 4 meters
huge.
gap. Yeah. So.
And obviously I thought you're gonna fucking die, but then it was he sent it, and then I was like, well, if you land it, Rich, I'll send you to America, because he's been asking me for ages since I became manager, and he was like, I want to go to America, and I was like, all right, fine, land this and I'll send you. And he fucking did it. So then finally we were sat in a room a few months later, and we finally booked the flights and everything.
Yeah.
I
was guest.
It was in Estonia. We were in the hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
We booked the flights, and then it was like, all right, let's go. And he went there and lasted about 5 days or something, and fucking broke his leg. Yeah. And then got pins. Had to fly home. Had pins in your leg and everything.
Yeah, because the US doctors are, pow, mate. They couldn't even give me normal cast, but because it's like the US hospital, you have to have like your own doctor or something.
Yeah.
So that guy makes you the case, and I didn't have it because I'm not from US, obviously. So I had to fly home, and because they give me not the full cast, the bone moved, so I had to get surgery and get some pins in and stuff. I finally take this out a few months ago. It's maybe even a year ago. It's time's flying. So
yeah, you did a lot with those pins in though.
Yeah,
like
I did King of Kings.
You rode the Mega with the pins in your leg.
Yeah, and even King of Kings 2 times.
And the dangerous thing with that is, if you break your leg with pins in, that's fucking game over.
Yeah, it's not. It wouldn't feel good. Yeah.
But I think that was like your first big injury, though, wasn't it? Like,
I didn't break anything yet. It just this.
It's one of these. It's one of these weird things that, like, of all people, someone who rides street, mega, park, everything they can ride, they just go 100% in. Yeah. And the first and only thing you've broken is a leg, and now it's fine. Yeah. Like, so even when you went to America, like when you broke your leg, I was just reminded that, oh shit, actually, he's not broken anything before, and it was weird. I don't know how you've escaped that, because I think a lot of people end up breaking something, and then, or break a lot of things, and eventually just kind of, they come back to haunt them later on. Yeah. A bit like Lewis and his collarbone, for example. But one thing I was speaking to Helmary about when we did his documentary this year was how he's never really had an injury. Helmary, and that's why he can still ride when he's like 31, 32 years old.
Yeah, true.
It's because he's never hurt his knee, really. He's never like had an elbow problem or broken leg or anything. Maybe that's a secret. Maybe you're going to be riding when you're 50.
I hope so, yeah, for
then
sure.
You get a quad flip after that much time. So what is Coalition like?
Coalition is tough 10 days. It's 10 days with 4 riders. Yeah, 4 riders. It was me, Dante, Timo, Maxim Lebaron. Yeah, and that's it. And then Daniel Baude is the filmer. Yeah. So you have to do all on yourself. So the teams, they got chosen. So you got chosen to teams, and then you have to bring your own camera guy, and you have to get you a car in US. And 10 days you have to just hit like 4 spots, which they show you have to, and then you can hit whatever. So
you have to do these 4.
You have
and
to
do you want.
4 elementary spots, and then you could hit whatever you want. And it just had to be street, not like DIY and stuff. It has to be street.
So what's it like being in a team with no Americans, no locals, and trying to find spots outside of those 4?
It was so hard. Yeah, I guess like few years back in US it was better, but nowadays the street is so popular in every sport, so like the spots are they like taken down or security there like non-stop, so it's super hard to ride these spots, and all them spots are like 2 hours away, so we went to spot, no spot there, so we went to another, there was security, so we went to another, and from like a day we always like film one clip or something, so it was really hard.
So do you think your team could have won it if you had a local guy?
I cannot say that, but even I know I could have like way better clips, because I wanted to do for sure some like gap to rail, and I seen in video like 2 of them, like Maxime Bouzy was hitting in, even
that huge one.
yeah, and Angus Pello. But like I was asking for these rails and stuff, and like kinda it was all them riders who knows where is it, they were in the team, so I think they kinda didn't want to tell me, so it was like really big fight for like spots and stuff, so no one wanted to tell us nothing, so we were exactly like really without spots.
So what would you have done on that gap to rail?
I think some bar backflip or something. Yeah,
that'd be fat.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's the lifestyle like on those trips? Where did you stay?
I flew over like 10 days before. I stayed with Chris Ferris and with Ryland Smith and Branson Smith before in LA.
Yeah.
And then I had 10 days. We stayed at Chris Ferris's house, luckily, because if not, it would cost us a lot of money.
Yeah.
And after I stayed another 10 days or something, and then I still stayed with Chris or in LA.
Yeah, and it's a really expensive contest to take part in, isn't it? Because I mean, I think it's a sick contest because you get so many good videos out of it.
Yeah.
But for me, it's always from a manager position.
Yeah,
it's
like really hard. Yeah.
Your rider gets invited, and then you've got to send him over, pay for his accommodation, pay for his car. They've got to take their own filmer. Scooter riders don't have that much money to take their own filmer to places. Like, it's really rare. So it seems like just to go and make that video, it costs a lot. Yeah. And then I think it's one team gets prize money. Right?
No, it was more. It was top three prize money, and best rider and best trick. So they take out some big money as well. Like first place was like 10 grand, I think, or something. No, and like 7 or something. There was like together like 20 grand for sure. So.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't want to sound like I'm condemning it, because I think it is a really sick concept, that whole idea. But let's say your team, who have all come from outside America, win that 7 grand or something. Yeah. That probably doesn't quite cover everyone's flights anyway, if you paid for yourself.
Yeah, true.
So it's difficult, but obviously, as everyone knows who's listening to this, it's the sickest thing to watch.
Yeah.
The contest happens, you see like people getting injured and stuff, and then the edits all drop one by one.
Yeah.
And it's sick. And on your edit, a lot of people have said this should have won, but the filming or whatever was down, wasn't great. Do you think the difficulty of the tricks and stuff that you did were good enough to win?
I think so, but I think I still missed like a few clips there. I didn't have that many clips. I had good clips for sure. I had like 5 clips where I were really fighting off for it. I had some flip whip drop in street spawn and stuff, so that's good too. And I just think I just missed few clips, just some few nice spawns or and the point was, our team, we got it like we want to do video just with like hard tricks, not much, because we thought all videos will be like 10 minutes of bangers, but then in the cinema everyone's video was like bangers, but then still there was like jips and nice filmed clips, and that's what a little bit pissed me off, because we all thought it's gonna be like 10 minutes bangers, so our video were like 5 minutes but like only bangers, and then we seen like we could have like enjoyed it more and do some more jips or just good looking clips and have it like 10 minutes, but still came out good.
So who out of your teammates do you think like sent it the most? Who put in the most work for their clips out of Dante, Maxime and Timo?
I think Timo put a loads of work. He pretty much killed every spawn, but it was kind of like he should have taken a little bit as the team as well, because like even he wanted to kill like every spot, but that's good, but not much with the team thing, because then like the other riders don't even, they have to hit another spot, but it's not that much spots there, so then like Timo had clips on every spot, and then it looks kind of stupid when you like all riders have like same spots and stuff.
You think so?
Yeah, even you could see it in the video. You could see it's like spot, and the riders are like, yeah, this is mine spot. There is for sure like spot where everyone got clipped, but not everything,
Yeah. And
But,
do you think if they had the same contest, you'd go back again? What would you change next time? Let's pretend that next year it's exactly the same location, same format, same everything. Even though I'm sure it'll change, but let's say it is the same place. What would you change?
The place, US is super nice, but it's not good for this. It's you need a car there, and you have to drive the car far. 2 hours daily, easy. So you pretty much half a day in a car there. So I think the best place is like it was in Barcelona last time, because you just roll on your scooter or take a metro. That's it. Or the Paris was I think it shouldn't be in Europe for sure, or at some place where the riders can like move around easier, not just by car.
That makes sense. But do you not think Barcelona's kind of done now with scooters? Because we've had the Worlds there for years and street jams and everything.
Yeah.
And when Coalition was there before, I was also pretty surprised, because I was like, the street jam it ended up stopping because it kind of was just the same thing every year.
Yeah.
And then with Worlds are there, I feel, do you not think Barcelona has like been overdone, or do you think you could still have a sick Coalition there?
Yeah, I think we can still have sick Coalition there, because like Barcelona is still the best place to do everything pretty much, because the weather, because the spots and all this. And I think Barcelona is super still big, so there's still so many spots which no one's seen and stuff. So I think you can still film like for another few years there.
Yeah, from that Worlds trip we did, Devin sent me some clips, and he was riding. I lived in Barca for a few months. I've been there maybe 20, 30 times just to see friends and everything, and riding and whatever. And he was riding spots that I'd never even seen or heard of.
Exactly.
So maybe you're right.
For sure. Yeah.
But I think it'd be sick. But do you think there's any other cities in Europe that haven't really been done that you think would be sick?
I think even my place like Prague will be sick as fuck too. It's everything's so close. You can get through Prague in like 1 hour on pretty much on scooter or some metro and stuff. It's super cheap for riders, so food, even if they want a car or if they want to sleep there, all is really cheap. And really everything is close, and we got some spots too.
And what if they did a Coalition and they said you had to hit 3 countries?
That will be sick.
Because you can travel around Europe really cheaply, right? You can fly, you can
that's pretty much Europe is like US. So if they do like Europe, they could do like Czech Republic, Germany, and
Poland.
Something.
Anywhere like Slovakia, everything.
Yeah. Or you could pick yourself. You could just start in Czech, and
you could say, right, you've got to hit Prague and 2 other countries. Your choice.
Yeah. That would be sick.
That'd be sick.
True.
Yeah, Europe's full of stuff that everyone just doesn't bother with, I think. I mean, I've been some places where not even riding trips, just walking around. Yeah. And just like in Moldova, just some weird fucking country in Europe that's like the poorest in Europe. And they've got 6 spots. And you're like, no one comes to these ones though, because everyone's happy with Barcelona and Paris and stuff. And also they're easier to get to and they're safer, etc. But I think Europe's got loads more left to give. Yeah, I think Milan's probably pretty sick to ride.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Rome, there's probably too much security and stuff, but like...
Yeah, like even where we been to, what's the name? With the angry girl with the hammer.
Greece.
Yeah, Greece was good too. There was nice spots as too.
But the fucking people.
Yeah, people.
What happened with the hammer chasing incident?
Yeah, I was just trying to film a line with Lewis, and there was just an old lady which had like a little shop. Not a shop, it was like a little
table.
Table on the street, and she were like saying stuff, and I was like just rolling next to her, not even like trying to like do something to her or something, and she just gets so angry of me just hitting the spot. And I was like, leave me alone, I'm trying to film the clip. And she just pulled up a hammer on me and stuff. So it was kind of like hard. She wants to fucking kill me with a hammer. So we have to dip and we come in the evening.
There were some sick spots there, weren't there?
Really good.
And there's a good scene as well, to be honest. There's a lot of kids there. Yeah, that'd be sick. So if you could go to one country to film a video that you've not been to before, where would you go?
Kinda Like my friend rollerblader, he is going to Venezuela, and I seen some clips from there. It's kind of like Barcelona, but in Venezuela, and it looks
It's
sick.
like Barcelona, but with
But
riots and everything's on fire.
yeah, exactly.
No, Venezuela looks fucked.
Yeah, and it's getting better now. He is there really often, so he can see and he can tell, and it's getting better. And I think it will be sick to film a video there. He even filmed some videos there, and it really looks so sick.
Is he the guy that broke his neck on your Mega?
Yeah, he close dead. Yeah.
It's 2 people now, right?
Yeah, 2 people close dead.
Why? What happened? Give the
Yeah,
people the explanation.
it's kind of like the Mega is not fun, and just people, these two or people who are trying to hit it, they are so excited about it. Both of them are super nice riders, pros, really good, and they just got super excited, and the Mega just didn't let them enjoy it, or I don't know how to say. You have to take the Mega as it is Mega. We had a flat back there, and still my friend broke his neck into it. He's alright, he can walk, everything works, but it's when I tried the 4 flips and I follow my head literally, nothing happened. I was like, yeah, this back, you can do whatever. And then like few weeks after this, my friend did it. It's looked like faceplant, but he fall like faceplant, but with head like this. So it kind of was like, fuck, damn, he could have like died even in a airbag, So it's kind of, you really, it's better not really push yourself on the Mega. It's more about like go step by step.
Yeah. So take it seriously, basically.
Take it really seriously because it's not fun.
So what's the plan with your Mega in future? Because obviously for now you can practice on it all you want. You got your friends there. Is it going to be something you want to open to the public at some point?
Yeah, for sure. I even had already public there. I had some kids jumping to the flat back and stuff. I had even a few guys jumping to the landing too. But since this crashes and stuff, I'm not really trying to push much to get more people there, but for sure it's open for everyone who knows he can do it. He can hit me up, we can go ride and he can hit it. And next year I for sure want to do some camps or something, and maybe some show or something.
Yeah, it's unique, isn't it? I think you said that landing is like the second one in the world. Yeah,
probably this land I have like the top sheet is like the newest thing ever. I'm just the first one who tested. It's super
the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, this one is probably I don't know. I think Ryan's will be bigger because he might have the extension for even vertical quarter pipe. But for now, it's probably the biggest like airbag for like BMX and scooters.
So you think it's BMX and scooters that could ride it? Is skateboarders, could they hit it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they just have to be nuts.
Yeah. What about motocross then?
Surely
it's a different bag, right?
Yeah, it is. And I just got told that top sheet is even for motorbikes, so yeah, they can be hitting it too. Yeah.
So anyone can hit that.
Yeah.
So not only is that unique, well, in Czech Republic, but there's nothing like that in Europe.
In the whole world, isn't it? It's in the whole world. There's Megaramps, but wooden. No one has like only Ryan has it like a proper airbag landing, but nowhere else, I think.
So you obviously get the idea where you go, I want to build a mega ramp, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people in the world say, oh, I want to build a skate park or whatever.
Yeah.
And you said you want to build a mega ramp.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between saying it and then going and doing it. So what made you want to actually go through and do it? Because I maybe shouldn't mention numbers, but that costs a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So what made you take it so seriously that you wanted to build it?
It just was I don't know, it's just the first idea I did it. I thought it's the best idea what I could possibly do now. So I was like, I had to finish this, I had to do it. And it started like, I gonna do the wood, which the wood cost already loads of money for me. And then I was like, I gonna just do like dirt landing there and put probably like steel or buy really cheap, like 100, 150 mattresses and then put it there and then buy resi, and it will be like kind of sketchy, but a little bit pretty much low budget. And then I just like been trying to find the mattresses and stuff, and then it's like 150 of them. And then I realized how much work will be only if you get them to just pick them up through like whole Prague. So you could be like driving half an hour there for one mattress, half an hour there, and this is 150 times or something. So I was like, damn, this is not possible. And then after winter, all these mattresses probably gonna be fucked up, so you have to do it again. So then I was like kinda like in bad position. I was like, oh, this will be hard to finish and stuff. Then I flew to Barcelona World Finals. I talked with some people. I got some ideas. I got the best idea from one guy to do sponsors. So I tried to get sponsors. I got 6 sponsors. One of them is District, obviously, Medgear, Ethic, River, Ultimate Garage, and Gizmania. So shout out to these guys. They put big money together and they help it make it happen. So it's
That's
really
sick.
nice.
Yeah, sick.
So I could buy really. This bag is worth like close like a M3 or something BMW new one.
Yeah.
You know, it's so expensive. There is like 10 years of like in putting into work in the bag, so they work like they should. It's not just a jumping castle like for kids. So it's really big thing. I was like, damn, this is so much money. But when it came, I start understanding why it cost a lot of money and why it is like this. So
Yeah.
just super nice.
And I suppose the fact that that guy who landed on his neck
Yeah.
isn't actually dead is probably
No.
because it's an airbag
Luckily.
and not mattresses
Yeah.
or anything.
No, but I feel like it couldn't happen if there was a landing, because this landing is flat, you know, so you falling to flat, so it doesn't slide.
He was on the flat one.
Yeah,
Oh,
this happened on the
alright.
flat one. So I think if it happened to the landing one, he couldn't been just try another one probably.
So how did you find the land to build it on?
Pretty much I started talking to my stepdad. I lived with him like 15 years and stuff, and he tells me that he owns some property nearby Prague and stuff. And I knew about this place from like him riding dirt bikes all the time there. And when I was smaller and stuff, I went there to ride dirt bikes too, because all my family is kind of like this, to do dirt bikes, snowboarding and all this, you know, like sports, more extreme
water
sports.
ski things.
Yeah, or jet skis. Yeah, lots of stuff like this. So I just knew this is the best place, because you had literally like a hill and then straight place. So it was like,
So you didn't have to build it on like
Yeah,
stilts, right?
yeah.
You just
So,
put it down the grass.
yeah. So I just
pretty
put
sick.
the wood on it. So it saved me loads of work and loads of money.
And it's safer as well. No one can fall off it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Now people can fall off the kicker and landing, but not from the rolling at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the rolling will be like 10 meters.
Yeah. So what else have you got planned for that like complex? I'm assuming you're doing more than just a Megaramp.
Yeah, I think it will never end for sure. If my dad is really, really happy about it now, because he can see it. Normally I was talking, as you said, like it's different talking and then realizing it. So he always thinks I'm always talking and then nothing happened. And this finally he goes there and my landing came, and then he see me like jump in it and stuff, and he's like, fuck, he did it. So like,
Yeah.
let's get it done. And I just talked with him. We just bought a container so I can be storing the bag, and I
Like
can
a
have
shipping
some
container thing,
yeah,
one of the huge
shipping,
ones.
yeah, like 12-meter one. So, and I will use it as like a mini ramp too, because I want to build from the. You have like the Mega this way, and you have wide ass thing here. So I just be building kickers, and I can have just a mini straight away, for the camps or something for the kids. So we can be riding together. If they scared of hitting the Mega, you know, they can still ride the mini ramp or something.
It's sick. I think it's really cool that you've done it. It's not just about you,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. The Megaramp is for you and also for the other pros, but it's like a personal project. But
Yeah.
for example, you don't need to build a skate park there, but you want to do it so you can have kids and include people,
Yeah.
even the guys that can't ride the Mega. Because obviously a kid turns up, you're not going to let him on that ramp because he would die.
Not anymore.
But
No.
you can have more stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's sick because I remember when you first mentioned it to me a long time ago and asked me to come help build it, and I was like, I mean, I've built a few parks in the past, like 3 or 4 foot ones, not fucking 1,000,000 meter ones. So I was always a bit like, well, I don't really know what I'm doing necessarily, and you were just like, well, I'll do it then, and just fucking.
I didn't know at all
and
what
then,
we doing.
And then like I see the rolling happening, and then it's like, oh, Lewis, I think I'm going to get some sponsors so we can get an airbag, which is this much money, and I was like, fuck off, like, is that going to happen? And then it happens. It's
that was the toughest time in my life, probably, find these sponsors. I had like 3 straight away, but find neither 3, it was like, damn. I talked to many companies, no one answered, or they were like, not money this year, not budget, you know. And it was hard for them because they didn't see anything there, you know. Like
Yeah, I get that.
it's easy now when the ramp is there, and now I can show them, look, this is the Mega, you can have a banner there. Now it's easy, but it was so hard to tell them and show them where it will be, and it was hard. After I got the back to my place, I literally close cried because it was just the moment when like all this work just pays off. And
yeah. And for me, like you said about your dad, you said he's used to you just talking and not doing it or something. That's not really the case. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just like, I didn't not believe you were going to do it.
Yeah.
But I was like, how is he going to do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how is it even possible? But I think it's a good example of how, like, we've spoken about in a few episodes on this, how brands don't always have to compete with each other. In fact, a lot of them just want to help shit happen. Like Mad Gear sponsoring it, and Districts obviously, but other brands like Mad Gear and River, right? Brands that you're not associated with have still been like, no, this is sick. Yeah, exactly. We're backing this. Yeah. And what they've got is a logo, and they get to know they're a part of it. But like, if you'd come to District and said, oh, I'll pay for the whole thing, then it would make sense, I suppose. But I think it's really sick that a lot of brands have got behind it and gone, no, this scooter rider's doing a thing on his own back. We need to support this because rather than somebody waiting for someone else to do it, here's a guy going, I'm doing it, but I hope you'll sponsor it so I'm not poor forever.
I'm for probably like a year now anyway. But
yeah, but you've got a ramp to show for it. It'll be sick. Anyway, good luck with it all. It all looks fucking sick.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I can't wait to come and learn triple flips on it.
Yeah, but we can put it like closer for you. You can do some fronties again.
Make it all about 10 times smaller, like a tech deck size.
Oh yeah, that's my like narrow dream. I want to do like a mini Mega next to it. You know, because I'm trying to bind the land next to me or swap it for like a different one. Yeah. And the biggest dream is to have the whole place there as well. It will be like a Travis Pastrana land, you know, or like a Ryan Williams land, because they both have like a fat land. I have a land too, but
they also both have a few $1 million.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah, but anyway, it's sick. I'm glad that it's not just that and it's done now, and it's just your closed playground. I'm glad that there's loads more coming. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Although now it's a cold and wet few months for Prague, but
now we're gonna through the winter. If it's not gonna be like a -10 or something, I don't think so.
It's gonna be planning time though.
So I'm gonna be building like dirt jumps and stuff, but doing the container. So loads of work this year, and then next year we gonna enjoy it.
No, it's sick. I look forward to seeing it all. I'm not really gonna come and jump it. I think I'd rather fucking die. No, I think I would actually die.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, good luck with it all. It's sick.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming on.
For sure. Thank you for interviewing me, and hope you're gonna like it, boys.
Let's go shred. See you in a bit.
Yeah.